So what is good, people? Welcome to another investing video. In this video, we are continuing our investing $1 a day series. This time we are in episode 38, which means we need to have a minimum of $266 invested into each asset. So you can see that it's been a little while. I think it's been about a month since I've done one of these, but all of these are going to go up. The market has been crazy over the past few days thanks to the election. But we are going to jump first into metals. I got my Mint wallet pulled up, and you can see that my initial investment in gold is $209.22. My investment in silver is $72.28 for a total investment of $281.50. But the value is $256.17 into gold, and I'm actually going to pop that into my chart. So the current value of gold is $256.17. So that puts me up by $46.95 for a 22% profit. And if we take a look at silver, current value in silver is $90.72. So let me pop that in there. And that puts me at a profit of $18.44. And that puts me up by 25.51%. So I am way up in metals. Metals did go down a little bit. You can see gold went down a little bit over the past few days. So did silver. That's mainly because crypto and stocks have gone up so much, especially crypto. Crypto exploded right after the election. But I still have $346.89 as my total value. And that puts me up by $65.39. And all together, I'm up 23% on my metals investment. So since we have $281 invested, it is not time for a new investment. So we will leave it there. But all in all, things are looking really good in metals. So now let's jump into stocks. So we're going to start things off with our, we had that Bitcoin, that $1 free Bitcoin that we got from Robinhood Earn. You can see Bitcoin is up at 91,000. It is doing really well. And that $1 has turned into $2.18. Once again, I will eventually roll that into the rest of my stocks, since it doesn't really make sense to hold Bitcoin on Robinhood when I can just do it on the actual blockchain. But it is nice to see that Bitcoin is up by so much. If we take a look at our next one, Starwood Property Trust. So the current market value of our stocks is $22.66. So let's pop that in here. So we are up a little bit. $22.66. That puts me up by $5.60 in profit, which is a 32.83% profit, which is nice. If we take a look at our history, let's see. So on November 7th, we did get a stock lending payment of 1 cent, and we didn't have any dividends until October 15th. So there should be one coming up. I can't remember if this is a monthly stock or a quarterly stock. It might be a quarterly one. But our last dividend payment was 54 cents, which was reinvested. So we are looking good. We are up on our Starwood Property Trust. If we jump back into EOG Resources, current value with EOG Resources, $143.16. So let's pop that into here. We've gone up quite a bit with EOG. And so now we're up by $30.41 for a total profit of 26.97. So almost 27% profit. I do believe we had a dividend payment with EOG recently, October 31st, so just a couple weeks ago. And that was for 96 cents, almost $1 full. And that is for just a little over a share, one share, correct? 1.06 shares. So almost $1 per share in dividends, which is really, really high. So we are looking good in EOG Resources. Let's go back. Take a look at QYLD. So with QYLD, oh man, it's been looking bad recently. But let's see how much money we've made or lost. So our current value is 66.29. So we are still up. 66.29, which puts us up by $10.29. And that's a profit of 18.38% in QYLD. Now, this is a monthly dividend stock, so let's see what we're looking at. So on October 28th, at the end of the last month, we did receive a 66-cent dividend, and that is from how many shares? That's 3.65 shares, so 3.5 shares got us a 60 cent dividend. So now let's jump into the next stock, which is ARMOUR Residential REIT. All right, so with ARMOUR Residential REIT, it has been going down over the week as well. Our current market value is $45.59. So let's pop that into the sheet. That looks like we have actually gone down. So we've lost $2.81, which is a loss of 5.81%. So it's not too bad. Only lost $2 on that. Let's take a look at the dividends. So we did get a stock lending payment on November 7th of 1 cent. And it looks like the last dividend payment we had was the end of October, and it was 57 cents. And that is for 2 shares. So a little over almost 2.5 shares, and we got a nice dividend payment coming in at the end of this month. It is going to be for 58 cents. So the actual dividends eventually will put us back in profit. So now let's jump into our newest investment, which is Coney. So we take a look at Coney. It has been going down. It's down by 5% over the week. The total market value is $33.23. So let's pop that into our chart. And we are actually up. So we're up by $5.23. Let's change that back to black. We are in the black with Coney right now. We are up by 18.68%. So that's a huge flip from being down to now being way up by almost 20%. If we take a look at our dividend, so we have a pending dividend coming in for $4.11. That is a huge dividend. That is twice the previous dividend. That's crazy. And that is for how many shares? 2 shares. So 2 shares got us $4.11. That is a little over $2 per share, which is awesome. So that is all of our stocks. I am going to just put another $7. That's going to be my move for the week into Coney. And the market is closed today. So that's not going to go through until Monday. All right, so I just put my order in for another $7 into Coney, and that is it for stocks. So if we take a look at our overall numbers, we put in $262.21 into stocks. We are sitting at $310.93, which is a profit of $48.72. So we are up by 18.58% in stocks. So now it's time to jump into crypto. So here on Dex Finance, I'm going to jump into the vaults. Take a look at my vault. Go ahead, connect my wallet. And we see that we are still in the ETH USDC, ETH USDT vault. And we are earning Arbitrum with this vault. So it shows that it's kind of just been fully based on ETH, whether or not we actually make a profit here. But we are currently sitting at $81.43 in our value. So let's drop that into the chart. And that means we are up. So we are actually, no, because our initial deposit was 8409. So it says here 78.24, but I think that's a little bit off. So our yield is $16.49. Profit $6.34. Profit and loss $9.53. I think that's maybe because we actually made multiple deposits in here, so that has thrown this off a little bit. But according to my records, we are down by $2.66. So I'll have to take a look at that and make sure that's actually true. But if it is true, then we're basically breaking even with this one. I actually have not done anything with my profit. $6.33. Actually, you know what? I don't know if the total deposit is counting how much I have in profit. That might be the difference right there. But I will have to figure out what I want to do with this profit. I think I'm just going to let it build up, and then eventually I'll put it back into the vault. So yeah, I'll just leave it for now. So we got an extra $6.33. And I'll go ahead and add that to the total value, since it's not factored in up here. So let me pull out my calculator real quick. So we got 81.43 plus 6.33, 87.76. So that puts us in profit 87.76. So that does put us in the black. Let me go ahead, change that to black. So we are in profit with our ETH DEX Finance stake. So let's take a look at our Beefy dashboard. So we do have one vault here on Beefy. It currently has $269.93 inside of it. We are earning a yield of $12.72 per month, and that is ETH USDC. So let me grab this total value and pop that into here, and we've gone up quite a bit on this one. So we are up by $66.95 on this ETH USDC Beefy stake, and that's a profit of 32%, almost 33%, which is crazy. Let's jump into the actual vault, see how things are looking at here. So you can see that things have just been steadily going up for mainly for ETH. ETH has been doing really well. The vault itself, as far as the APY, we are sitting at 187.4% APY, and we're earning 0.28% daily. So I think we can go back and actually check how much that is daily. Let me pop back real quick. So daily yield of 78 cents. So I'm earning almost $1 a day from this stake. So what I'm going to do for my move for crypto is I'm actually going to put another $7 into this pool. I'm going to keep this one going. I know I am heavily on ETH. I might want to start putting some stuff somewhere else rather than relying so much on ETH. And actually, that might be a good idea. But as of right now, I haven't really decided what else I want to do. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take the $7 for this month. I'll combine it with this $7 in profits, and then maybe I'll put it somewhere else. But I'll hold on to that until next month, or next week rather, because $14 is really not a lot to put anywhere. So I will leave that alone, and we'll come back next week. And I will also check this deposit with what I'm looking at here to see if why is there a discrepancy there. But that is pretty much it for this week. So let's do a quick recap. So total invested into metals is $281.50, and we are up by $65.39. So we're looking really good in metals. It's a 23% profit. In stocks, we are up by $262.20, or we deposited $262.21, and we are up by $48.72. And we are total up by 18.58% in stocks. So we're way up in stocks as well. And then in crypto, we deposited $287.07, and we are up by $70.62 for a 24% profit. So we are way up in all three of our assets here in this series. Everything is looking really well. So if you have any other investments you want me to take a look at, especially in crypto right now, because I need to get some stuff out of ETH and start putting it into something else, just let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.